Alright, so the first step on this thing is Baja Minibike will be to get it to run. Actually, I've already done one step. The brakes were out of adjustment, so I adjusted the brakes and got them working. So that's good. I just adjusted them up right here. I may readjust them back down there, but for now we're good. So I threw some questionable gas in the tank, because all I'm going to do there, I put it in there and I've been sloshing the tank all around, and then we'll dump it out into a pan. That's just to rinse the tank. Then I'll put some good gas in it. And I think before I even try to get this thing running, just because of how nasty the tank is, I think I'll go ahead and pull the bowl and take a look, see what the carburetor looks like, and because I'm sure we've got some issues there to address, and I need to find a pull handle. And it's nasty. The bowl's full of varnish. It stinks. It reeks of old gas. I got the gas turned off right now. We'll let some fresh gas flow through it before we put the bowl back on, which will mean, draining what we put in the tank out. And then we can, I'm going to try to do all this without taking the carburetor off. I may have to take it off, but we'll see. We're going to have to get the float off. The float, the needles, well, I thought it was stuck, but maybe it's not. Yeah, the needle's stuck. We'll have to work with that. Alright, I went ahead and pulled the carburetor off, and I'm glad I did. A couple reasons. One, the little jet here up in the carb was completely plugged. Not only was the jet plugged, but the passageway right there was plugged. And so I never would have gotten all that undone with it on there. And got the tank dripping. But got the bowl pretty much perfectly clean. There's a little bit in the bottom I couldn't get, but it really cleaned up a lot. And like I said, it was just varnish and stuff. It's not rusty or anything. Man, that gas stinks. It was so rank. Yeah, this carburetor, pretty much everything was just completely gummed up on it. The throttle was gummed up. You couldn't operate the throttle. Got all that working. The float, or the needle, was stuck. Got that freed up. So I think we're ready to go ahead and reassemble it, and we still need to do something with the tank. I may just try to fill up the carb, and we'll see if it'll run. So I took it over to a pan and dumped that old nasty gas out. What I used to flush it out. I got something down in there and kind of wiped around in there as much as I could. And then I used carb cleaner, sprayed all around in there, and I've got it pretty good. I put some fresh gas in it. You can see it's got some little rust pits, but there's no more loose rust in it. So we should be in good shape. I put a little bit of fresh gas in it. When I dumped it over to dump the gas out, some oil came out of the PCV right there, but vent. But I'll check it and make sure it's full. And we're about ready to try to fire this thing up. I need to do something about a pull rope. So let me get the rest of this back on there, and then we'll see about a pull rope, and we'll see if we can get this thing to start. Alright, I don't know which way the switch is. Turn it on. but I've got the choke on, gas on. Whole thing sucks. Can't get a good pull on it. Let's see. I'm guessing this thing grounds out. Unhook that for now. We're bypassing the kill switch. Can't really get this thing off. Oh, this thing is gonna have to go. I gotta replace that thing, or take it off and try to fix it. I think I got another one though. I got an old parts motor. See if I can pull it off of there. So there's my parts motor. Unfortunately, the cover's different. Pulled it off and it's different, so couldn't use it, but took that one apart. I was gonna swap covers if I could. So that takes care of the handle issue and everything else. What I'll have to do now is just take this handle off and put it on this one. But I was able to take this nut off and sprayed some of that chain lube all up in here. And now this pull start works as it should. It was just kind of gummed up. So let's get the handle on there, or we may not even worry about the handle yet. I'll see if I can get that knot off, get this knot undone real easy. If I can, we'll go ahead and put the handle on and put this back on, see if I can get it start up. So I had to cut the knot, but I got the new handle on there, or repurposed used handle. So let's see if we can get it started now. Get this thing out of the way. that much gas. Let me go get some gas. Top it off. Alright, so got it going. It's got a little bit of a fuel delivery issue. I think the fuel cutoff valve is kind of gummed up. It runs out of fuel. And I've blown through the tank and put pressure on that tank, pulled the bulb back off the car, blew back up through to where I see bubbles coming out of the tank. And I'm just hoping once it runs some gas through, it'll kind of free itself up and take some of that varnish. I'm sure the fuel line and everything's just varnished up, but it runs pretty good. I had to adjust the idle up just a little bit. It did not have a throttle return spring on it, and I don't know with the twist grip throttle if it's supposed to have one or not. Like I said, it was missing the throttle when I got it. So I pulled the throttle return spring off of that motor and put it on so that now I can tie wrap the throttle here where I can pull on this to give it gas. So let me prop y'all up. See if we can get everything in view here. Got his pull on the throttle cable here, and it gives it gas. Yeah, hook the kill switch back up, it works. Brakes are working. Do this one-handed. So we'll have to go on a ride once I get the twist grip throttle on. But the motor sounds good, it doesn't smoke or anything, and no weird noises. Clutch works, so it'll definitely be rideable once we get this on there and we kind of figure out the fuel issue. I may just have to pull that. You can take that fuel cutoff valve apart. If I have to rock some parts off of that one, I can. So I did blow carb cleaner through it, and it blew through fine. It could be the fitting on the tank. Where the gas goes through, could be there. So I don't really know. Like I said, it runs decent, but it just needs a little bit of tweaking to get it perfect. So anyway, we'll do some repairs on this and some upgrades and have some videos coming up